to another episode of Mighty Mac Week in Review. My name's Dave Molinaro. I'm joined by my partner, Britt Merkel. Two special announcements this episode. One, I'm going to tease you a little bit. You got to wait till the end. Number two, congratulations, our own Brittany Merkel was named Mighty Mac of the Week as well as the CSAC Player of the Week for women's basketball. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot, Dave. Men's basketball dropped a road game to Rosemont, 85-81, but looked to bounce back this past Saturday against Baptist Bible. Here are the highlights. Early on, Mamadou Daikite with the block, gets the ball, big guy shows off his dribbling skills. The Mighty Macs play a little hot potato at the other end, and Josh Smith gets the finish. Josh Smith getting a workout with the jumping jack defense on the inbounds play where Rodney Duncan gets the steal, drives baseline, and puts it up off the glass for the deuce. Matt Simon ends the Mighty Mac flurry at the end of the first half as he gives IU their biggest lead of the game so far with this triple to take the Mighty Macs to the locker room with a 39-24 lead. Ron Melton extends the Immaculata lead to 17 points midway through the second half as he slices through the defense to make a tough layup for a 47-30 IU lead. With Baptist Bible cutting the Immaculata lead to 11 points, Tony Calamaro catches the full court lob pass and dishes it to Josh Smith in the lane to put the game away for IU. Let's take a look at the box score. Immaculata topped Baptist Bible 75-61. Rory Farrell Jr. and Ron Mountain each led the way with 13 points. Tony Calamaro chipped in with 5 points and 11 rebounds. After the game, Dave caught up with Tony.
I'm joined here today by Tony Calamaro, the junior forward on the Immaculata men's basketball team. Tony, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
So for the people at home who haven't seen you play, can you tell us a little bit about your game and your style of play and how you contribute to this team?
Yeah, I'm a crafty player. I take pride in my defense. I always give 110%, boxing out, rebounding. I'm not much of an offensive threat, but defense is pretty much my game.
Mm-hmm. If you've ever seen him play, he does things like get back on defense, changes the trajectory of shots. He's a high vertical, so he's not getting the block, but you're definitely changing how the opponent has to play offense against you. Little things like that don't show up in the stat books, but if you've seen him play, you know he hustles all the time, and that's what I say. There's no column in the stat sheet for hustle plays, and that's Tony Calamaro in a nutshell. And for the team overall, we're in a three-way tie for first place with Gwinnett Mercy and Rosemont, and we have 6 games left. It's a crucial stretch of the season. How important is it that we finish strong, hopefully get home court advantage, because as you know, we pride ourselves on winning at home 7-1 here in Alumni Hall.
Yeah, we really have to take care of business at home, and we have to steal a few games away. We really don't have the best away record, and our last 6 games are 4 on the road, and 1's at Gwinnett Mercy, so that's going to be really important for us. But we just got to take it game by game and hope for the best.
Some tough games coming up, and as I was alluding to earlier, you're not in the top 25 in any major statistical category in the conference, but he's on the show here talking about his impact on the team quietly, humbly, making hustle plays, and a big contributor to the team. Tony, thanks for coming on.
Thanks a lot, Dave. Thanks for having me.
The men's team is now locked in a 3-way tie for first place with Gwinnett Mercy and Rosemont. They look to stay on top in the CSAC with games this week against Centenary and Marywood.
The women's team was on the road this week. 2 crucial games against potential playoff opponents at Keystone and at Marywood. Come on, let's take a little peep at the box score. The Mighty Macs had 2 road games this week. First, they traveled to Keystone and won by a final score of 81-51. The Colonial States Athletic Conference Player of the Week, Brittany Merkel, scored 22 points and 10 boards. Sarah Smith chipped in 11 points and 4 rebounds. Immaculata then went on the road to Marywood and won 71-63. Merkel had 20 points and 7 rebounds. Who stole the cookie from the cookie jar? Adriana Shasha, career high 7 steals, also 22 points. Immaculata is now 9-1 in conference. With those 2 road wins, the Mighty Macs remained in sole possession of second place. They have a tough road slate of games again this week, traveling to Centenary and to Cairn.
Over to track and field, the men's and women's team competed in the Muhlenberg Invitational this past week.
Alex Felderstein and Tom Sagendorf finished 3rd and 5th respectively in the shot put to lead the men's team. The women's team netted 4 top 5 finishes, including a 3rd place by Deanna Cusick, who was in the 800 meter. Next week, track and field will travel to the Frank Colden Invite at Ursinus College. I hope you guys paid attention to all the little details in this week's episode, as there's a new trivia contest for faculty, staff, and students. We're going to give away some prizes, a lot of fun stuff going on. Check your emails for details about the contest.
All right, that's going to be it for this week's show. We're going to go on a little 168-hour break. My name's Britt Merkel.
And I'm Dave Molinaro.
And go Macs.